Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal Katie Logan, Heather Tom, will be determined to help her son Will Spencer Jr. get through this rough patch in his life, as she should. Isn't Mama Katie partially responsible for his breakup? Will Spencer Jr., Crew Morrow, had no choice but to come clean to his girlfriend Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace. His girlfriend didn't take the news well, and actually started hyperventilating when he got to the part about Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, being pregnant with his baby. Electra isn't in the forgiving mood right now, and who could blame her? The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Electra Forrester might be able to get past the fact that Will got Luna pregnant. After all, he was raped. But the part that isn't so forgiving is the fact that he lied to her after the fact. Not only did Will pretend nothing happened with another woman, he hopped into bed with Electra right after. It was actually Katie Logan's idea that Will Spencer hid the truth from his girlfriend and pretended that nothing happened. Obviously, she had no way of knowing that the mystery woman would turn out to be dead Luna and a baby would come of it. But the fact is that if Will hadn't taken his mom's advice, he might still have a girlfriend. B&B viewers were horrified a few weeks ago when Katie Logan told Dollar Bill Jr. that he could never tell Electra the truth, and now that is coming back to bite her in a big way. According to bold and beautiful spoilers, Will is going to be devastated over losing Electra. Mama Bear Katie will try to fall on the sword and take the blame for Will lying to Electra Forrester, but her attempts aren't going to be successful. Later down the road, Katie's son might seriously resent her over losing the love of his life. Do you think Katie is to blame? Or should Will have known that lying was wrong, even if his mom told him to do it? The Logan family has always been marked by passion, loyalty, heartbreak, and mistakes that ripple through generations. Now, Katie Logan finds herself in the thick of a moral storm that could destroy not only her reputation, but also the happiness of her son, Will Spencer. Her guilt over past choices resurfaces in powerful, unexpected ways, leaving Katie to wonder if she can repair the damage before Will's young love story collapses under the weight of her secrets. What starts as a small misunderstanding soon explodes into a full-blown crisis, drawing in Bill Spencer, Donna Logan, Brooke Logan, and even Ridge Forrester. This isn't just about romance, it's about family, redemption, and the haunting truth that sometimes children pay for their parents' mistakes. Katie Logan has always been the steady sister, the one who put reason ahead of reckless impulse, at least compared to Brooke. But Katie has also made her share of mistakes, especially in her love life with Bill Spencer. Their on-again, off-again romance gave Will a fractured childhood, and though Katie has always tried to protect him, she can't shake the feeling that Will saw too much, too young. Now that Will is older, independent, and finally experiencing the early sparks of romance, Katie wants nothing more than to see him thrive. But as fate would have it, Will's relationship runs into turbulence just as Katie's guilt begins to surface. She wonders if her son's struggles in love mirror her own failures with Bill, and whether history is doomed to repeat itself. Will's first real relationship seemed almost like a fairy tale. His new girlfriend, let's call her Sienna, bright and ambitious, immediately clicked with him. Friends, family, even Brooke herself commented on how happy and mature Will seemed. For once, it appeared the Spencer legacy wouldn't be marred by scandal. But things turned sour when Sienna learned details about Will's family history. Rumors about Bill's ruthless business practices, Katie's health struggles, and even the infamous Brooke-Bill affair surfaced at the worst possible time. Suddenly, Sienna began questioning whether Will was truly different from his parents, or if he'd eventually become another Spencer man who broke hearts without hesitation. Will, frustrated and blindsided, lashed out. He accused Sienna of judging him unfairly, of letting his parents' mistakes define him. But deep down, Will feared she was right, and that fear planted a seed of doubt that grew with every argument. When Katie learns that Sienna is pulling away from Will because of the Logan Spencer scandals, her heart shatters. She blames herself for not protecting Will better from the chaos of her own love life. Katie replays her past like a painful film reel. Her marriage to Bill crumbling when Brooke entered the picture. Her attempts to shield Will, even as he overheard fights and scandals. Her own insecurities about her heart condition and how it left her feeling weak, both physically and emotionally. Katie begins to wonder if she unintentionally taught her son that love always comes with betrayal. Her guilt consumes her to the point that she contemplates confronting Sienna directly, not as a controlling mother, but as a desperate woman who wants her son to have the chance at happiness she never could. Bill, of course, reacts differently. When Katie confides in him, Bill insists that Will is strong enough to handle heartbreak. "Spencers don't beg," he says, determined to teach his son resilience rather than vulnerability. But beneath the bravado, Bill is troubled too. He knows Will has seen the darkest sides of him: cheating, power plays, cruelty. And though he tries to frame it as strength, Bill worries that Will inherited not just his charm, but also his recklessness. Bill's answer is to double down, pushing Will to prove Sienna wrong by excelling in school, work, and life. Katie, however, knows that what her son needs isn't a pep talk about Spencer toughness. It's a chance to show vulnerability, forgiveness, and love. Of course, no Logan drama is complete without Brooke. When Katie turns to her older sister for advice, Brooke urges her not to interfere. "Let Will fight his own battles," Brooke says. "You and Bill can't fix this for him." But Brooke also drops a subtle bombshell. What if Sienna isn't wrong to be cautious? Brooke points out that every Spencer man has a reputation for breaking hearts, including Bill, Liam, and Wyatt. Maybe Sienna simply fears history repeating itself. This only fuels Katie's guilt. If Brooke is right, then Sienna's concerns are valid, and Katie's past may have doomed her son's romance from the start. Donna, always the peacemaker, takes a softer approach. She reminds Katie that Will isn't defined by their mistakes. "You've raised him to be thoughtful, kind, and different from Bill," Donna says. "Don't underestimate him." Donna even offers to reach out to Sienna, to reassure her that not all Logans and Spencers are trapped in cycles of betrayal. Katie is tempted but hesitant. Interference could backfire, pushing Sienna further away. Still, Donna's words plant a new seed in Katie. Maybe the key isn't to erase the past, but to prove that Will is capable of building something better. Ridge enters the mix when Brooke confides in him about Katie's struggles. Though Ridge has no direct stake in Will's romance, he surprises everyone by giving thoughtful advice. "History doesn't have to repeat itself," Ridge says. "But sometimes people need to see proof. If Will can show Sienna that he's nothing like his father, she might come around." The question is, does he want to? Ridge's words stick with Katie. Maybe her son needs a nudge, not a rescue. But can she step back when her heart aches to fix everything? The situation reaches a breaking point when Will comes home after another fight with Sienna. Angry and hurt, he declares that he's done trying. "She'll never see me for who I am," he says. "She'll always see you and Dad." Katie's heart breaks. She realizes this is exactly what she feared, her mistakes haunting her son's happiness. In a moment of desperation, she considers telling Sienna everything: how hard she's fought to protect Will, how much he deserves love untainted by scandal. But would that help? Or push Sienna further away by proving just how toxic the Logan Spencer legacy really is? The bold and the beautiful thrives on uncertainty, and Katie's dilemma could lead to multiple explosive paths. Katie intervenes. She pleads with Sienna directly, confessing her guilt and begging her not to punish Will for his parents' sins. This raw honesty could sway Sienna, or backfire spectacularly. Bill takes charge. Bill confronts Sienna, insisting that Will is strong and worthy. But his arrogance could reinforce Sienna's fears rather than easing them. Will proves himself. Instead of letting his parents fight his battles, Will takes Ridge's advice and shows Sienna through actions, not words, that he's different. Whether it's a grand romantic gesture or simply consistency, his efforts could win her back. The breakup sticks. In the most heartbreaking twist, Sienna walks away for good, teaching Will his first major lesson in love. Heartbreak is inevitable, but it doesn't define you. Katie, however, would be left wondering forever if she could have saved them. At its core, this storyline isn't just about Will's romance. It's about Katie confronting her own guilt and learning that she can't rewrite the past, but she can shape the future. Katie has spent years feeling like the less glamorous Logan, the one who couldn't compete with Brooke's allure or Donna's charm. But through her son, she has the chance to prove that love isn't about perfection. It's about resilience. Whether Will and Sienna survive or not, Katie's journey forces her to face the truth. Her son doesn't need her to erase her mistakes. He just needs her to believe that he's capable of building something better. Katie Logan's guilt may grow heavier by the day, but it also fuels one of the most compelling arcs The Bold and the Beautiful has explored in years, the battle between past mistakes and future hope. Can Katie save her son's relationship? Possibly. But maybe the real question isn't whether she can save it, it's whether she should. Because sometimes, the only way for the next generation to break free is to fight their battles without their parents' shadows looming overhead. Still, one thing is certain. Katie's journey will leave no heart untouched, and the ripple effects of her choices could change not just Will's life, but the entire Logan Spencer legacy forever. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.